in time. Because as it is now, I can say the level I am now is advanced stage. I know in business, advanced is a continuous thing, but when you are still springing up, business-wise, it is much more. It needs much more energy and uh, persistence and zeal to be able to carry out more adverts for you to let the world know what you are doing. So what I've been doing now that is still giving me hope and making people to know more about my business and what I do, and also still keeping me, despite that we have not gotten there yet, but I'm very optimistic in the part I'm taking is that you're just doing the right thing. Doing the right thing in the sense that carrying out the normal adverts on different social media platforms, and also applying a business restructuring in the little way I can at this particular point of my business, and also the clients I have now, I make sure that I do the right thing in order to retain them by doing the job, the little one I have, by doing it with my whole heart, and also carrying it out effectively and efficiently, because that is what will bring referrals through them to other people in order to get more clients, even the premium clients that all of us are paying for. So those are the things I do now to make sure that the business grow, and I'll continue to stay in the business. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. That's a well-detailed one. Thank you very much. And we have Victoria in the chat room. He said a plan works best if it is the right or strategy plan for the business. Secondly, when it's religiously implanted. I love that. That's a good one. But let me now, you've mentioned some things that we're going to see in planning, business planning, project planning, whatever. There's 2 E's. We call it 2 E's. And the 2 E's is effectiveness and efficiency. You can't be efficiency. You can never be efficient without being effective. These 2 E's, if you don't apply it, you can never maximize that business. You can never maximize what? That business. Efficiency and effectiveness is a very strong word in planning. But most of all, jump into business planning and all that without considering some factors to maximize your potentials. And what are your potentials? You need to identify those potentials. I'm speaking, and I can speak with all bold man. I have someone on board tonight. I believe maybe is a boss of mine, and I believe maybe he doesn't really like talking, but he's listening. We have Mr. On. Well, you are on this table, you're on this program today, listening with someone that you will elderly wants to meet soon, which is in person of Mr. Seyi Tinubu. Thank you very much, sir, for coming on to my program today. I appreciate all what you've been doing, sir. So I will tell you tonight that efficiency and effectiveness, very, very important in business when you want to plan. And that is what does what it makes you to maximize that profit, your potentials. And the moment you want to maximize your potentials, you need to know those things, and those are the things that makes it work for you. It reduces. See, there's this inferiority complex that comes up when you're starting a business. So, as I was saying, Mr. Victoria mentioned about religious. We're going to get there because these are things that we need to work with. But sometimes I tell you, it is not, we don't need to be too sanctimonious. But sometimes we look at everything as a way of, oh, this is how God wants it. But sometimes you need to plan your way too. Let's talk from experience. Inferiority complex. Underutilizing that potentials in us. You're talking about planning, but have you ever thought about what you can have, what you yourself can even afford to do? You need to consider this. We need to consider a lot of things. We need to consider a lot of things that will help us to grow. And now let's go into the what makes your business to work. What makes the plan to work for you? One, I will tell you, let's talk about the two factors that holds up the business. We're talking about planning. What way? See, there's some things I intend to. See, there's something you need to understand before you go into planning. I made that mistake, but by the time I go into what business is all about, I intend to understand, oh, this is how it works. One, before you can tell me, oh, business planning, I want to plan, my brother, it is divided into two. Planning that we're talking about is divided into two. And what are these things? We have business plan and working plan. Most of us don't even know which one we are operating on. Most of us don't even know which one we are working. Hello? Can you hear me now? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, you can. Yes,
Yes,
I
we
can.
can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Mechanic origin.
Can you hear me, please? Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you now, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I can.
I can't even. Where did I stop? Where was the last place you heard last? Okay, let me just take it. I will take it. I've talked about two types of plan that you need to have in your business, and that makes you to know if you're doing well or not, which is the working plan and the business plan. These two things has to be considered before your business moves. A lot of us jump into business, we can't even tell you, you can't tell yourself that you've done anything like working plan or business plan. When you have these two will make your business grow. You'll be able to factor that, am I doing well in the working plan? And my plan concerning business, is it working? The working one, is it working? By the time you can do your checkmating, that is where we now go to where we talk about the 4 principles of making a good plan for your business. And what are the 4 plans? I said I tagged it as PAGE, P-A-G-A. That is the way I tagged it. It's just acronyms that I gave it myself. And that is what has been working for me, that I was able to explain to anybody that come for consultation or I'm trying to train. I was at London School of Graduates, where I went to study something, and I understand what it means by you. See, whatever you're doing, just come up with the acronyms. That's what helped you. People going for interviews, I tell someone, if you're going for interview, if you understand what they mean by SEAT, which is S-E-A-T, when they ask you the question, what can you do for us? Explain yourself. Why do you want us to, where do you want us to employ you? If you have this acronym, SEAT means the strategy. By the time you're saying this is the strategy you want to do, you talk about how you were able to execute and experience, that is key. And the A is the achievement you made while you're working in so place and all that. And your T is your threats. Why some people tell me they went for interview, they couldn't pass it, they couldn't do this, is because you don't understand what the interviewer wants. Nobody comes to my company. What I will ask you, I know what I need from you. If you can't sell yourself to me in 5 minutes, definitely you cannot sell my product. Because I tell people, you yourself, you can't sell yourself, and you want to come and sell products. It's not. It's not. See, don't let us give ourselves. It's the gospel truth. It can never work. You can't sell yourself to me, and you are telling me you have the potential to sell my product. How is that possible? Let us tell ourselves the truth. It's not going to be possible. So we're talking about PAGE. That is how to make your business plan work. We're talking about PAGE. What does it mean? Always involve. Pray means be involved. What Victoria talked about, you have to be religious. But sometimes, don't let us interwove, don't let us mix it up. Because of religious, I can't do this, I can't do that. Sometimes you might not move. But being religious is commit all you're about to do into God's hands. By the time you start the planning, you need to commit it into God's hands. Because even your life is in his hand. You don't control your life, he controls your life. The same person that controls your life, you need to commit that plan that you have, you need to commit it into his hand for you to move. And before you can move, plan over your plan. You can't just say, you always know, see, there is no how you want to trade in this business or whatever you're doing, your business is not working, your business is doing this. If you don't jot it down, always write down. Don't see, if your last achievement is threatening your present achievement, my brother, go back to your drawing sheet. That means you're not growing. There's no achievement, there's no improvement. If your last achievement is still threatening your present achievement, there's no growth in that business. Your present achievement should be a threat to your last achievement so that you can now move forward. But a lot of us, what they did, the kind of sales they made 2-3 years ago was their best, or 5 years ago, they said that was their best time they've ever done into business. And that is bullshit. That means you are not growing. How can your 5 years will be the best time of ever in your business? No, that's not a business. So you don't allow your last achievement or your last business trade be threats to your present achievement. If it's not, go and check now. Go and see the best time you've ever produced. Go and see what you've done. The moment you know this, you'll be able to be, that is when you now start the planning we are talking about. Someone came to my house, I said, are you in 2023? I said, I'm in 2023 already. That's why you decorate the whole place. This, my sister, my brother, the more. See, this life has no duplicates. You work for it, you better eat this money. The little you can achieve is what you are achieving now. So we're still going there. So P, start for the planning. You need to plan and come. P, you need to now commit all your plans into God's hands for the plans to even work for you. Because there are some activities that you can't control on your own. And the moment you can't control these activities, you have to even commit into God's hands, and God can even help. Because we have, see, as you are living, so don't let us lie to yourself. There are some people that you've not done anything to them, you're growing well, you're doing well, they don't like you. And you don't know them. You've never crossed their path, but they just don't like seeing your face. It's a normal thing in life. They just don't want like you. They don't like you. They just don't see. So you care less about them. So these people exist. That's why we need to cover ourselves with the blood of Jesus. Whatever religions you practice, and just commit yourself into that God's hands. Because there's some people, they don't even just, you've never done anything with them. You just don't, they just say, I just don't like this person. The same way, like, and that's why the same way you have some people, they've never seen you before, but the moment they see your face, they just like, when we are seeing all these artists, all these our artists and all that, they just say, this person is this person. You just like them, not that you saw those artists, you've seen the musicians and all that before, but you just like them. The artists, they're your role model. If I can take this opportunity to say, we have Mr. Seyi Tinubu on this platform. Okay, he's still here. It's something that I achieve. I appreciate more because someone that believes in young one, like, he just believes in you and he will give you the opportunity. The first time I met through a friend that introduced balls and all that. He just said he likes the way you talk, and I think you have something upstairs. That's just it. The same way you have some people, I don't want to talk about that one, he's still part of his friend. I know he will be laughing where he is now, but he said he doesn't know, he said this guy will be too proud. He has never seen me, and he saw me the same day. And he told him that this your engineer will be proud somehow. What does he have said? He have never seen me before. So expect that. That's why we're talking about planning. When you are planning PAG, pray and commit yourself into God. Don't think all what you're doing that is working for you is by your strength or it's by your own. No, because someone there is watching and doing things to work for you. So P is well. Now we're not going to A. The A is your aim. See, we talk about the two E's, efficiency and effectiveness. Efficiency is your aim. Why your effectiveness is your aim way. What is your aim? What is your way about this aim that you're pursuing? Now, we're not talking about your aim is your doer. If you have aim, you need to be a doer, and you need to have a target. You said you have aim. Are you the doer? And what is the target you achieve? You can't tell me, oh, I have the business plan. What is your aim of that plan? I want to go into business. I keep asking, okay, you said you're going into business. What is the aim of the business? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to do as a doer, as the owner of the business? What is your doer and what is the target? So a lot of us go into some business, we don't even know what we are going into. But we just say that Mr. Tunde is into the business, I just be like, I can do it. And you don't know the potential I have in me. What I have in me is different from you. That is why planning, write it down and follow your team. Let your team help you out in doing it. Because aim is about your deliberate and you have to be focused, intentional. You can't start a business in 1 week and you think you can achieve it all in under 1 week. It has to take process. But when you have a good plan, and that is the plan we're talking about, you prayed about it, you have your aim about it. Okay, this is my aim of this business. How I'm going to achieve it, and this is the target for this business. It is you have to be deliberate, And when you're delivering, you focus. Focus. Be intentional. All this is what we'll put together. There's nothing you can achieve if you don't believe in it. Why Mr. A is achieving it doesn't mean that you too can achieve it. Because you don't believe in what you're doing. The moment you believe in it, that plan will now work for you. Now let's go to the main one, which we're going to talk more about it, which is we talk about G, which stand for your plan, which stand for your prayer. You need to pray. We talked about A, which stand for your aim. Now we're talking about G, which stand for your growth. G stand for your growth. You see, your plan can never be better than the planner. Who is the planner? That's now the question. You're telling me, oh, I have a plan, I have a plan. The person that created the plan should be able to explain what he has written down and how he wants to achieve it. So your own plan you can never be better than the planner. The planner is the owner of the business. So it's the person that makes the business work. So always understand the business itself. The more you grow, the kind of output you put out. The kind of output you put out is the in-depth of your growth. You can never put out what you don't know. The more you grow is the kind of output and your achievement that people now see that this guy is doing well. And how can you be doing well? It's when you have a good plan about what is the ratio and what is the rate am I growing. Some people, we don't even know how to calculate the rate of growth in your business. There's two different growth. You can have a personal growth. You have a personal growth and you also have a business growth. But some people mix it up with calculating about their own personal growth. Your personal growth is different from you might be doing well personally, or is your business doing well? That is where your plan comes in. And I'm planning this thing the way I meant to plan it. But some people tell you, how is your business? My business is fine. Because you think you are doing well, but your business is not doing well. As I said before, your last achievement must not be intimidating your present achievement. The more you intimidate your present achievement, that means you need to work on your present one. Your present one should be to supersede so that the next one have to supersede this one you're talking about. You need to give yourself a target. When you give yourself a target, that's when you now move. And what we are talking about, we said, planning. If you plan well, your business will grow. If you really plan, your business will grow. And how does this business grow? That's what we are now talking about tonight. How can you achieve that money? How can you make that money? This money, see, there's something you need to erase tonight. Stop hating those rich people. It's part of planning, how to make money. See, how to make money, it's easier in this world. But a lot of us, if the moment you remove that mentality that I don't like rich, some people, they don't like, they will tell, they've done it to my face. They see their problem as your problem. That why they are poor is because you are rich. Stop that mentality. The moment you stop that mentality, you go. Stop eating. The first step of making things in life is stop. Don't eat the rich. Why are you hating them? Why are you speaking bad about them? If you get into that shoes, that is when you will understand why it has to be like that. Stop that mentality of, these people are the cause of, nobody is the cause of your problem. You are the cause of your own problem. We call it gap. We call it that gap. We might start at the same level, but it gets to a level that the kind of, the way I'm accelerating, the way I'm inputting in my business might not be the way you are inputting it. So we live, and if I'm living, the psychology of life is all about, if I'm moving high and you are not following me, the only thing that will make me to meet you is I have to come down. And I don't want to come down. That means I'm a failure if I come down. That's why we talk about the most strategic plan sometimes fails. The moment you have hatred in you, the moment you don't know how to understand the business itself. Growth is a phenomenon that happens in business, in your life and the business. When I told someone that I've closed for the year, that not that we are not still working, we are working, but I look back and I see what God has done. The business that I've made this year, this is what we've made, this is what we made. I can relax on my own. And relax. Have you asked yourself that? People will tell you that when you start eating that, can you make, let us know a random figure, have you done 10 million this year? That's just the least we should talk about. Have you done 10 million? If you know you've done 10 million, what is, we're talking about $1 million or less than, yeah, let's say like 10 million, that's $1 million. The moment you keep achieving it, you keep growing, your mentality keeps changing. That's where the planning starts coming, because you don't want to come down. If you don't tax yourself, if you don't multitask, I ask people, how you keep sleeping for 24 hours, what does that sleep do with you? Why don't you think? Think and think. After we've prayed, you have a aim and target to come. You were talking about, oh, you want to grow. What is the growth level? How do you want to grow? Now let's talk about the executing. You need to execute all these plans. And that is where the work is. It is not the plan that works. Let us understand this. It is not the plan that works. It is the execution of plan that wins. It is not the execution, it's not the plan that wins. That, oh, I plan, it's the plan. No. If you follow the trend, the acronym P, you prayed, you started your business, your aims, and you know how you go about it, you've seen the growth. Now we're talking about execution. It is not the plan that wins, it is the execution that wins. You can do all these plans, just like as I give an example of Michael Jackson, they've done all the plans and all that, but they never won. When Michael Jackson died, all the money that they think they've made more profit. You know what it means when they've already sold out tickets? You've calculated your price, you've calculated your income. You're thinking of, and they now tell you from the blues that the person died, that you have to return money. You know what it means? You might even want to die because you might have even spent out of the money. So that's why I said it is not the plan that wins, it is the execution that wins. And that is where the real mastermind is. That is where the real job is. Know how to execute. Know how to do what? Let us know how to execute. Always write down your win. Always write down your dreams. Don't keep it in abstract that I just on that. See, write it down. I have another product coming out. Now, I've written it down. It just came like a few days ago. And I said, this is going to be a good product. And I've written it down. I'm just working on it, strategizing how it's going to work. Because a dream written down is a dream comes true. Because that's where your goal is. Because, see, I wrote something that I said, a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. Let me take it again. A dream written down, it's a date, with a date becomes gold. A goal broken down into steps become plan. And a plan broken down into action becomes aim. If you follow that's it's a policy, just a steps. When you write down the dreams, which is of whatever we call, oh, that's your plan, which is when you follow it with a date, it becomes gold when you start achieving it. And that goal, if you break it down into steps, it will now become plan. And if you break that plan down, it will become your what? Now become the main achievement. But if you don't write it down, sometimes you can't achieve it. And when you're talking about planning, I'm happy today that I have one of my good mentor here, very good person that I've assisted this business a lot. I know he doesn't really like it, but I never knew he's going to join this program. In person of Mr. Sheyi Tinubu, I really appreciate what he has done in our business. He contributed to that business that everybody sees today, that PCB Group, because he believed in a young man that has this mind. My mindset, I changed it. We have three types of mindset: the rich, the medium, and the poor. The middle and the poor. Always graduate from one place to another. Let your mindset be working. I told him something that in the philosophy of life, see, you can never be succeed without helping someone. If you don't help someone, you can never be succeeded. You can't succeed. See, you won't know that maybe the people that you employed, don't you know you helped them? It's not by you, or maybe you gifting somebody a million or 10 million, 5 million, but you can never succeed without helping someone. You can never make that money without you helping someone. See, that money we're talking about, you can't make it if you don't help someone else. And how do you help someone? When they give you a job, you can't do it on your own. The people you bring around, it's all with all the plan. That's when you're planning yourself. You're harmonizing yourself. Try to understand yourself. Try to see that this business, what am I doing with this business? How much do I need to inject in this business? And that's where a lot of us said you are scared of loans. A good business, you need to live with loans. But don't take loans that will kill you if you don't understand that business. If you don't know, someone that came to my office, I was talking about, he said, I don't like loans. I like doing my things the little way. See, that little way is the little way you want to execute a business that will be thinking billions of naira. And you are telling me, where will you get, who will give you that money? We're doing a project in Kaduna now, and how many millions of dollars? We're talking about running billions. And I said, I don't want loan. That means I won't move. Who can I call to tell me, please, I'm executing this, the federal Kaduna gave us this. You need to understand the power of loan. But I tell people, the wrong use of loan is the problem. If you want to grow, if you don't have all amenities that you have, but I'm going to bring on board Madam Okay, thank God she's here too. So someone that she has different strategy of you even making money. These are the settings. These are the network we need to make. How do you make that money? Who do you work with? The first set of 5 friends that you have, that you talk to, that you can't do that. You can't do without talking to them every week, every day. The set of friends, you need to know the kind of friend that see, you need to evaluate. Some people don't like us evaluating, but it's the truth. You need to evaluate your friends. Evaluate. Maybe among them, let's just give ourselves this. Among all my friends now, maybe I'm the only one using I'm using a car. Let's say I'm using the baby boy. All my friends are not using. My sister, I can't grow more than that level. Because the kind of reasoning we are going to be reasoning is because they see me as the chairman. They see me as the local champion. And that's what they see. You need to move out of the box. Not that you are proving yourself to be. I left the setting of the friends that I have. I moved to the next class because I want to go to the next level. I want to be in this millions. I don't have multi, fine, I could be a millionaire, but I'm not multi. Yeah, multi. Because anything that makes you to have 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, you're multi. So I can have more, I'm a multi-millionaire, but fine. If billion comes, fine. But that's not my focus. But if it comes, fine. But my focus is the gift that God's given to me for me to, as I do what, achieve it, help people how to grow in business. And that is what we are talking about. You need to move out of that setting. Change it. You've been there for years. It's not the issue of, oh, there's nothing like, oh, I want to be loyal. You are loyal, but you are still moving around the same corner. You can't buy a first-class ticket. You want to travel for your summer, you can't buy, and you're telling him, move out of it. You're still going to come back. But why are you coming back? If you come back, that means you're a failure. You talk to them, not that you're still going to talk to them. Planning is all about, plan all these things. That's why I talk about working plan and business plan. You can do the working plan within those your youths, those your peer group, those people that will grow, because those are your real friends, because those are people that understand you. And these are the people that even mock you. What's doing it? because he has this thing now, he's doing this, he's doing that. Those are the people that can speak about you. But those new friends, those are the business plan I'm talking about. That's why I've said 2 plans that we have, working plan and business plan. Which one? Talk with those. When you're talking about some things about business, you know the set of people you want to talk about. Move with them, talk to them because they talk about it. I'll give you a good example. I don't hide. That's why they call me. I'm an open person. I'll tell you the way I made my own money. Because I never stole. I just try to utilize the opportunity that comes. And you need to do what your 5 and 6 needs to work. I was in the setting of these people, but when they talk sometimes, I don't understand. I'll be thinking, what are they talking about? They'll just hear them talking about $600,000, $1 million. Please. By the time I'm going home, I will now, but then they'll just say it freely, but I'll now calculate what they are talking. They're talking in billions. I now asked my close one friend, I said, "Come, why do you guys normally talk? That job should be like $500,000. They now tell me, you can't be in that mist just for security. Talking about that job is $200 million, billion. That job is 3 billion. That you don't know who is around. That's why they now make it to be in single. They now do what they use, what they call single decimal, not using high rates. Oh, $100,000. I now say, oh, so this is it. But all these things, I can't learn it if I'm in the midst of those my old people. Because all what we want to talk about is not still much. We just want to talk about 900,000, 1 million. So your business plan and your working plan, you need to differentiate it. That's why I said, if you are not willing to learn, no one can force you. But if you will to learn, no one can stop you. If you want to grow in your business, nobody can stop you. It is you yourself, you can make it work for you. Life only comes around those people that make life happy, and always still around those people that are happy. I understand and I digested this and I understand it better now. Life only comes around those people that make you happy, and around those people that make you always smile. That is when you see, because the only thing that can make you smile is that when a friend tells you, oh, there's a job coming up, I'm going to give it to you, it's going to worth you $300 million pound, 300 million naira. You will keep smiling. Those are the friends you want to be around with. Someone will tell you that, oh, you don't call me. I told a friend of mine that, oh, which one do you really like? He said, engineer, you don't call me again because we grew up together and all that. I said, come back. Oh, you tell him I'm not calling you. Which one will you prefer? But am I not the one calling you now? He said, yes. I called you because I know there's something good I want to offer. Do you just want me to call you and say, hello, how are you? Are you doing good? Does that one make sense? Let us make sense now. Let me call you when I know there's something good that I should talk about. So please don't stop. Don't stop running towards your dream. Your dream is your dream. Don't stop. See, the world needs our voice. Before there's a testimony that came out, I dropped it on the platform. This write-up that I normally give, I give write-ups, I write write-ups. I just sometimes sleep will not come after reading, all sorts of things, after reading and all that. I'll just come out with some stuff. I dropped it on LinkedIn, and the person just called me up, said, your name is this. I've never met the person before. He said he would like to have my number on LinkedIn, and I sent, and he called me. I dropped it. People that I don't know, and some of this, I think some of us are on my platform. I dropped that testimony that day. Was it 2 weeks or something ago? And the person told me, you dropped one piece like that, and it's as if I was speaking to him. He said it's as if it was him that was speaking with you, direct. And the man told, what did he tell me? He said, please, he wants me to come for Christmas in US. I said, really? He said, all expenses will be paid by him. I should come with my family. He said, well, my family is not around, but he said he would. For you to know the extent of you when you equip yourself, that is why Warren Buffett said, your best investment is to invest in yourself. A lot of us will tell you, go for training. They will tell you, how can I go for a training of 5,000, 10,000? I will give us a good example because I want us to round up this program very sharp and do some other things. And I went for a training in US, which I paid. I think I paid $3,000, and I'm still going to get a hotel. I'm still going to feed and all that. I know, and tickets and all that. But do you know that that was one of my breaking points in life? This kind of people that I met there changed my life. When they were talking about, if you come with first class, if you come me, economy is even, if there's anything then, I would have gone with it. But that was where I met those people that matters. Today, I'm rolling with them. If I never went to that course, I won't be in that setting. If you go for a course of 5 naira, you will meet the level of 5 naira. And they will give you advice of 5 naira. If you go for a course of 100,000, you will meet a level of 100,000. You will connect it to thousands of naira, and you will get advice and a good plan of thousands. So it graduates like that. Money that we are talking about, it is the easiest way to make in this Nigeria. That's why I said there is no success without successor. We all agree that there's no success without any successor. So don't focus on that money. There's some things we go for. This thing is extra. How can I go for this? Just the more you acquire, the more you grow. Your planning about your business keep growing. Change the setting. See, some things that is not working for us is because why this guy moving for Ajah, moving to Lekki, if I'm moving to Banana, like anywhere that is more than that, I will move to the place. The area you live, I have someone came to my office, said, and we're talking about, where do you stay? Said he stays in Lekki. He's into furniture. Very good lady. I'm so impressed about her because she's a lady. I love a lady into furniture. But when he asked, he said business has not been growing. They keep hiring him, happiness, this, that. I said, what happened? He said he's living in Ikorodu. I said, but there's some things fine. I know your money, you don't have the money, but that place that you are staying, how can you have, how much is this furniture when this market, that furniture worth 3-point-something million furnitures? His bed frame alone, the recent acronym bed frames now that we all use now, he said he's selling it for 1-point-something. I said, yeah, you are in Ikorodu, and you think you are in a good, is that your best audience? Your target market is not there. I will tell you the truth. I know you don't have money to get, but you tell me the people, how many people Ikorodu, they have money, people that have money, but let's look at the ratio. We tell ourselves it goes with truth. You're telling me the planning is not working. It is not the planning that is not working. It is you, the way you strategize yourself. Ikorodu, you are selling something worth of 4-5 billion, and you want them to buy it without even blinking an eye. It's not gonna. It can't be possible. Strategize, replan yourself, reposition yourself, reconnect to people. Let's move fast because we. So please, the simple logic, the simple formula is what I want to talk about now, so that we ask questions. I want to bring Madam Oke, because she has something to give to us. Since Mr. Ashi, I think she doesn't want to say anything tonight. See, this question you need to ask yourself. The best question. There's some questions we don't ask ourselves. The best question we don't ask ourselves. And I realized that there's some question you are asking. You don't ask the right question. That's why you're not getting that money. The business is not going because you're not asking the right question. Somebody will tell you, how do I get a better job? You are into business? Why don't you ask? Can you teach me how I can make millions? All what you are asking is just normal talking. My business is not doing well. You are not telling me that you want to make millions. You want to know how to run into thousands of naira, how to leave a house worth of 120 or 170 million. People living. Then I was thinking about it, that how can somebody be staying in a house close to a million, 150? But when you get to that realm, nobody will tell you to move. Your instinct, your belief, you move. Someone was telling me, how would you use close to all millions of naira to do decoration? It's because you have it. If you don't have it, nobody will tell you. It is what you have, you give out. What you don't have, you don't give. But you need to ask the right question at the right time. if you don't ask the question, my brother, all this planning we're talking about, you are not going to mingle with the people, mingle with the right set of people, and that is the focus. Keep focusing. If you focus on your business, 2023 is just near the corner. You have started, some people have started 2023 as the plan has started already. But some of us, we've not even finished 2021, not to talk of 2022. Not to now talk of 2000 and you want to enter new year. You need to leave some things behind. And now, that is where I'm talking about two things that we talking about planning. See, when you're talking about business plan, there's some of us, they will tell you, I just want to have a life for living. Do you know that living is just for you to be in existence? The business you want to run is what you do every day. You will now be telling me it's the same business I did last week, the same. Yesterday, just like every other day that I've been seeing since last year, last 2 weeks, 2 months ago. You keep repeating because you repeat it. Because what? You are just living to exist. You are not living, you don't create wealth with your business. The moment you create wealth with your business, that is when you see things start coming. And what are the two types of business we have? The two types of business we have is the service, selling services and selling products. You need to merge it. But in our DLA, even Americans, Africans, we believe in services. Let me just start selling service so that, but I won't be able to break it down because of time today. But we'll find another time to talk about it. There is this DLA that, do you know that selling services requires a lot? And it can take you numbers of years to make that thing work because it's a product on its own. You sell your service and you also sell one. That is, if you're talking about wealth creation, you need to create wealth. Don't just leave. Some people will tell you, I just want to leave. That means what you're doing is you're living. This is how it works. If you are into services or you're doing business, working, you work. This is how I work, get paid. Those are salary earner. Work, get paid. Work, get paid. But what I do is work, paid. Work, I work twice. That means I'll put all my content, the writing, the reading, the bringing out content. I sold that man that saw me, he said he's in US. He said he saw what I brought out. Between few years, I dropped some write-ups, and somebody told me from South Africa, he sent me $400. How much is the thinking, sir? Sometimes when you have service, always bring in what we call services, product. You are selling the service. You can think in that planning that, okay, I want to start this cleaning business. I'm doing a cleaning business. And the cleaning business I'm doing, what kind of product can I sell? But sometimes we focus on servicing. And let me break it down how it works. There's this ebook that I talked about, how to unveil 6 digits of cleaning business. It's just something I'm still selling to my immediate people. I will just go and meet them in the office, cleaning. But do you know that I only wrote it once? And some paid as $400. I have people that I wrote it once. That is what we're talking about. Products. You work, you now get paid. That's what we're talking about. Creating wealth. You need to create wealth. You don't need to live like you are just existing. A lot of us are just living like existing. We are living life like we are just existing. Because the plan you have is that if I'm eating, if I'm doing well. Sometimes you need to live the life that is comfortable for you. That is where we're talking about. Leave your comfort zone. A lot of us, why we're not even making good plan, it's our business because we don't want to leave our comfort zone. We don't want to leave that comfort zone. At the moment you don't want to leave your comfort zone, there are some things you can't do. You can't go out of your box. What you despise, you can't make it. You said you don't like this, and how will you make the money? When I was starting the cleaning business, I said, people were saying, how can you leave the oil and gas and you start working this? I said, because that is what I have passion for. And I started selling products. I'm doing the services. Oh, now you said you want to buy a feed. Oh, I sell feed. Oh, you want to do this? You want to buy this machine? I do sell it. These are planning. When you plan yourself, merge 2 things together. Merge 4 things together. Don't give yourself that break of, oh, I'm comfortable. You are not yet. When you are comfortable, there's something that will tell you, and I'm telling you what I've experienced. Something will tell you, your instinct will tell you, oh, bro, you are comfortable, but you can never be comfortable with money. Money can see, even Dangote is still looking for money. So who are you to tell me that I'm tired of making money? You can never be tired, but you can be comfortable because the instinct will tell you, I've done the right path that I need to. But leave your setting, change your mentality, think about it. Who told you can't get that job of 500 million? Who told you can't buy that Bugatti of that 100 of millions? It's because our thinking faculty is not working towards the planning. See, we have a shady plan. You want to start up a business, they said that cleaning business, you don't need much money to start it up. You want to buy your dustbin, buy this. Those are the things you just bought. You said because it's cleaning. Why some people are thinking high? Why would they give them that kind of business? I keep giving out jobs. This season, people that are on my platform, I will just tell my staff when they say we have, go and give all these ones. Give me the premium, the one that I know is going to give us, which is going to pay. I can't stress myself. Give it to those people that are there. That is why I said you can never succeed without you helping people. I can decide to do those jobs. But why do you want to do everything when you know you have planned yourself? You have a target market. So most people live just like they are existing. That's the kind of business they are doing. But if you create wealth, you are moving and you are going to the next level. And why did this thing happen? I will let us know tonight. It's because we disagreed with the first command. And which is not, we'll disagree with the first command, which is not the first commandment. And what is the first command? The first command is what? Our first command is be fruitful. The Bible said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish on the health, subdue it, and have dominion. So if you have all these criteria together, he said, fruitful, multiply, replenish the wall, the earth, subdue it, and have dominion. That means you are needed. They're now going to what we call, you need to now create solution for other people problem. What you are doing today, you said you have a plan. Most of us have a plan, but is your plan, does it have a solution? Is it a problem solving solution? A lot of services we are rendering, is it a problem? If it's not a problem solving solution, it will not stay test of time. You need to create that solution. Find solution for people's problem. You can now trade. I don't want to mention names anymore. I have my other big man here too. I appreciate you coming on, Rosa. I brought my own. I have a problem. I solved the problem. That I know that this is the problem they have on island. By the time I moved there, I now solved the problem. I now took the way you can take money from people. You can't tell somebody to give you money like that. If you solve their problem with your business plan, solve the problem. Don't tell me you have a business plan. I want to start selling goods. I said, what is the problem you want to solve? You're only solving the problem for people at home. It's the problem. But the way you coin the problem is the what matters. If you don't have problem-solving solution, you will not get this money we are talking about. So always do what? Create solution for other people's problem. When you do that, you can now trade your problem solution to get money from their pocket. They will be willing to bring the money out. Because you only trade that your own solution. Because they want to get it from you. So create solution. Elon Musk was talking about electric cars. Electric cars. People were thinking, what's this guy talking about? What is this guy talking about? He said he was thinking about it and he sold out because people think when he talked about the electric car that he invented, he was talking about, he think about it and he's now thinking it. And let's do electric car now. Why should he do? And he was now equally thinking about the battle. Now, people were thinking that is competition. It wasn't the competition what Elon Musk did. It is what we call collaboration. Now, they collaborate. If you don't want battery car, you buy this. And that is why this man keep making money. To make money is the easiest way. It's just for us to use this. Solve problem. When I took this thing to this, it's just how many people did I take this problem? Sir, this is what you can do when it comes to the issue of this your house. What makes your tiles get colored, decolored, this in the I brought problem to I brought the solution to them, and they said, oh, is this thing what is going to work? And I bought into the solution. That is why the money start coming up. You said you are into janitorials. What is the solving problem? You go to people, why are you disturbing yourself? When you can hire me to bring people to do this job for you and nothing will get missing in your house. Bring solution to them. What people want to buy is solution, not your product. From your plan, always think, what is the solution? What am I thinking of God as a solution? For a lot of us have business today. We said I have plan, you have plan. But what is the problem-solving plan that you have? Is it on the working plan? Is it on the business plan? But sell solution to people, money will start rushing in. And after you now sell solution, the next thing, those are the things that the next one, that is the second one. Please hold on because I'm going to talk about 4. I will call Madam. Okay, we just round it up. Connect to someone. After you have your plan, you've written down your plan. Follow the page strategy. You bring out your solution that this is the problem that I want to solve for you. Connect to someone. See, wealth only takes 1 minute to become a millionaire, billionaire. To become a poverty, it's just same 1 minute to go back to poverty. So it depends on how you are using it. Connect to someone. After you've created a solution, create that solution. Now, the next thing you need to work with, connect to someone. I'm not saying it's just one person that will take you through the journey. Connect. When you connect, selling that solution to people, I see this, you are connecting. The more you are connecting, the more the business start working. Because you've already identified the 2 types of business. That is selling what? Services, or you're selling a product. That's the 2 types of business in the whole world. Okay, every other thing falls under the 2. Either you're selling the services or you're doing a product. But when you connect, yes, that is the main thing. You connect, those are the people that will now buy this product we are talking about. You always have to be thinking out of the box. A lot of us don't know how to think out of the box. When you now connect, that is selling. The people are now buying from you, telling you, oh, this is how it works. This is how it works. You will know that, oh, the business is now coming. The more you know that your business is coming, what next? The same planning where we are talking about will now come in again. That what is the next thing? You start strategizing. Start strategizing. Because then we won't be able to occupy this thing anymore. When that thing start coming, people start wanting your solution. Please come and sell the solution to us. We hear that you can do this. We hear that you have to plan ahead of time. And that is where we are talking about the formula. Look, see, there's nothing like 100% of the zero. It's nothing. 1% of that figure is something. So don't think zero has no value. Don't let your business have anything. Zero has no value. So the moment you know that zero has no value, you need to move now. And what are we talking about? When you create a solution, you connect. When you connect, when you start moving, you now do what? You start strategizing. By the time you start doing all these things, it's not a science rocket. The way I'm saying it, it's not that easy. It doesn't, because I believe, oh, it's easier for someone to say it because you are now doing this. No, it's not a science rocket. It's not, you don't need an algebra to solve this thing. We don't even need calculus. You don't need calculus. You don't need all the, even trigonometry, whatever. You don't need it. It's just about the set. The moment you can change your mindset, that what have I been doing that is normal? You keep calling your client. My client, please, you've not come today. you've not done this, you've not done that. I said, you need to change that client. Do you know how to even itemize, how to label your client? If you go to my phone, I have some clients that online, I have VIP. That is why I put my clients and they graduate. If this one has been patronized, now we're sharing doing December thing now. We all know what is happening in Nigeria. My clients, one of our clients called us, you are the first person that brought, you have been doing it, and I stay to it. We share our things first week, second week, we finish sharing what we mean by December, whatever. It's that is my own idea, and that is what works for me. So the moment you know that, share please, but think about how many clients. Do you know the way we do this AMPA thing? When we give this gift, it is the profit you make. Don't make mistake to go and be giving people. They don't do it like that. What is the profit you made from that person that you want to give a gift? Person that gave you a job, and the whole profit you can see in that job is 5,000. So what do you want to give him at the end of the year? Is it that you want to return his money? Is that not penny wise, pound foolish? Is that not penny wise, pound foolish? So please, now, this year, they've started it. So the purpose of creating wealth have to do with the money. So don't just create existence. Not that thing tonight. Don't create existence. Create wealth. Existence, you are just living day by day. Every day, it looks like the same day to you. But the more you create wealth, that is it. Create wealth. See, resourcefulness. Because resourcefulness, you don't just pay resourcefulness. It's not a direct proportion to resources. Resourcefulness is not just a direct proportion to the resources. It is your resource. It is your resourcefulness. What is your resourcefulness? What can you? Are you a resource person? That is what brings that wealth. If you take a good track of yourself, are you a resource person? And you now say people around you. All this we need to put together. Someone is saying we have a long time to do that. If you want that, you can DM me. He said, let's teach us more about business margin and markup, analysis of product. If you want to talk about this, we need to go deep. We are going to deviate from that. Because when we are talking about business margin and business markup analysis, it's seriously, we're going to do what we're talking about. You need to be good with your economic analysis. If you know how to do your business analysis, you now go into we have that one. What you just talk about is purely economics and accounting. It's not just economics that you're talking about, because if you understand the rudiment of your economics and accounting, but in a layman word, what is business margin and your markup? Someone will tell you, I want to buy, I want to create, let me give you like a book. Let's say my book that I produce now is just let's say it's 10,000 naira. I'm selling it for the rate of 30,000 naira, which is what I've said. Oh, what is the margin? My production cost, or logistics cost, and I will need to factor in what is the margin, and what we are talking about, what is the markup? What do I want to put? Okay, the whole production is 10 naira. Now, let me put my margin. What margin are we looking at? A margin comes with percentage. This is not what, don't let us be, but we have this sort of people that still, if we want to go into this, and we still need to bring someone that will give us some other, but do you have my number? Okay, I will drop a DM that you can discuss. I'll discuss that one. I can give you that one as a free consultation, because if you go into margin and markup analysis, I thought that we won't leave here today, because production possibility comes. We need to discuss more of production possibility, and we talk about our gross profit and net profit. Because a lot of us calculate most of our profit based on gross profit, which we are losing. When you are doing your PR, don't do that mistake. I'll give you my if you chat them, they will direct you to me, which is the PCB Training Academy. They will direct you to me, sir. Because see, there is a lot that we need to understand. when we're talking about, yeah, you can. That's why I dropped that number. They will direct you to. We'll discuss more on that about the business and because when I started, the same thing that I went to, I won't lie to you, it's not easy. When you're talking about your markup and your thing, sometimes let's just give ourselves a brief one. You went to market to buy something. They will tell you want to do a service. Going for the service, I asked the person, "How did you do your markup? How did you?" He said, and the person gave us the job at the rate of 10 naira, and you went for inspection. You went for inspection, you spent 20 naira. You went for inspection, you spent 20 naira. When you were going for the inspection, you buy bottled water of 100 naira. While you were going for the inspection, you saw somebody like a beggar, you gave the beggar 100 naira. When you now get to, oh, okay, the person now said the person should pay you 200, they should pay 1,000 naira. Your logistic for the inspection and everything is 400 naira. You said the person should pay 1,000 naira, which you are thinking that, okay, inside the 1,000, are you not going to calculate about your consumables that you are going to apply, or the cost of goods sold, the cost of material sold and all that? If you calculate all these things, you need to factor that 400 naira for that expenses of logistics. That is why some people don't make profit. You don't make profit because you don't know how to calculate your good margin. And when you're now doing a good markup, you don't know how to do markup. Markup, we have what we call a clearance markup. Clearance markup is that you make it that if it doesn't fall this way, it should fall this way so that you can break even. And sometimes you do a job, you won't break even, you'll be losing. And that is not a valid job. Leave that job. That's not a job. But today, we can, if we go into that, we will break it to the point that even we ourselves, we won't live here. So what we're talking about tonight is that the plan, but I just brought it up. Someone said he needs to hear about the plan, how to pay. But if you follow up all these rules, if you follow up all these rules about how to sell, how to make meeting, how to be rich in Nigeria is very easy. It's just to make results. Change your setting. See, you are doing the same business and you're telling me every year, day in, day out, you don't make 20 million, 30 million. The people buying a house of 150 million, you think moving to banana, when I did the lighting cost of million, is because you have it. And that is how to know. When do you close down your business? We can't discuss that today because I want to be Madam Okay. See, your business that if you see your business and you are two different entities. You need to leave your business. If you don't know how to detach yourself from your business, that you can't leave your business for 1 month and 1 week. That is not a business. You are a solopreneur. If you can't leave your business for 1 week, for 2 days, you are a solopreneur. That means the business are not live without you. And the moment you are doing it, that means you are not creating wealth. You are only doing what? You are only existing. Create wealth. And how do you create wealth? I have gone, okay, I said this year I gave myself 3 months. I went for 3 months and my business, the cool money was coming in. So please, Madam, okay, I don't know if you still have the time to just give us under 5 minutes. Can you give us 5 minutes to speak? Can you unmute yourself, ma?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yes, but the line is breaking, but we can hear you.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's better now.
My network, right?
Yeah, I think it's your network. Okay, we can hear you.
I heard a lot of you said, well done. You great, and you have every you meet very. I've learned a lot, and from
I think that your network.
We are so you. Pray that God will increase you in.
Amen.
Also, to learn more is one I'm talking about. Day up is the day. So as much we make use of this man that has dedicated his to making a role, to making sure it's exactly what to do. I all said, when you're in business, is make profit, and we need to stay in business. For instance, we should have a business process. There was a platform that was open. There's don't beginning on, and so they are actually asking let me talk about. You also have that you need to know put it that is you can look up to it to in all things. When we have
Now your network
solutions
is
to
seriously
problem.
breaking.
Oh, sorry about that. Please, once is stable.
Wow,
So
because
that
I
the
know what
next
you wanted. I would have loved them to enjoy this
my
just to have it,
house
but this is your network because I know what you want to dish out. That's why I purposely brought you on board, but I don't know why the network is trying to disappoint me.
but and this is what the video was. Yeah, I
No.
type if
Okay, madam, okay, okay. You know what I'm because I don't want you to go with this thing because I would have loved because I have some of my chairmans on board, which I've told them that you're coming with that. I don't know. Maybe we'll chat at the end of this way. If I can bring you on one of these weeks just because I want the same pattern for people to enjoy it. Only me can be enjoying everything. This life is not made for one person now. You can't be making the whole. I want my people to grow because I want all of us to have this. Well, I don't know if you can grant that one in front of everybody. If you can give them maybe, I don't know the day you can just maybe if it's just 30 minutes you want to spend with us. So that because why I want you to say that's why I brought you personally because this will help people when we're talking about how to get your plan, how to make money and all that. If you give them this system, if people adapt it and I see it's working for me, that's why I said I have to bring you on board. But your network is seriously, I don't know if you will accept that to bring you, if it's just 30 minutes, I can quickly, my team can quickly make that available so that people can hear you well. Okay, madam, okay. In the network. Okay, why we are rounding up? Yeah, your network. Okay, I will chat you up, ma, so that I will see how to bring you back. Because I know you have a very tight schedule, but I will chat you up, ma, so that and see how we can bring you back. So while we're rounding up, so unfortunate that the network is not favorable. So we'll be rounding up now. Somebody dropped in the chat room. We're talking about government. We're talking about you said, how do we solve this government frustration on SEM, Stephen, this funny monetary policy? Yes, it's a real thing that we need to talk about. I'm happy today because they've sent me a message. I don't want to mention, I don't want to be calling his name anymore, but thank God they are here today, and I believe that this is not a platform for politics, or it's not a political platform. This is where we encourage ourselves and how we can grow. But I believe since they're here, they might be able to do hear from one or two, hear things from us because they are closer to the government. But I will still say it, if you want to really grow in business and to see how those millions keep running, please try everything possible, secure your documentation. Government Job is the best thing that you can quickly blow and still maintain your, not that you can't do a private business, but private is a very good, fine, if you know your onions. But sometimes the best thing, if you have the opportunity to get into that government, we all are government. We all need to make this company grow. So if you have anything to offer, try start, you can solve this problem. I give you an example, the Lagos state that you're seeing today, somebody brought a problem to them that you know that and it helps during that Ambode, then he brought the problem that you know this Greek road, we can open it and you can do a draw bus stop, create the bus stop, let it be smaller, let it be this, let it be that. And that was why they bought into it. This person I'm talking about is rolling into millions, or he bought millions because he brought problem. He brought problem solving. He solved some problem for Lagos State. That this problem, what are you doing with all these big bus stops? And he told them, and he brought a master print to them that we can do it this way. And that is why you see that now you go to Oworo, if you want to buy, they say go behind, not that you go on the road. He printed a lot of things. Those are the things we are talking about. So we have a lot of things that we need to talk about. The government that we're talking about. Now the CBN is bringing out some rules, and I keep telling you, that will not stop you to grow. That will not stop the business to grow. It keeps stealing every moment. And the more it steals, the more some people make money. So count yourself to be part of those people that will make profit. That is the way I see it. We know that it's getting out of hand, that the business is getting stiffer every day. But how come some people are making that millions? That is where we need to come as a network, because your network is your network is your network. Change your mentality, change the people you're staying with, change the kind of people you are rolling with. It works for me. That's why I'm saying it. I said it the way it is. It's working for me. I changed the setting. That is why I left it. Not that they are not my friends. We are friends, but they may not see me the way they were seeing me because I need to think out of the box. I want to create wealth life. I don't want to live a existing life that I just want to exist and be eating and be food. That's not what you can be okay. It's not okay. You need to leave your comfort zone, sell your product, sell those your problem, solve some problem and take it to them. They will buy it. At this point, if we have anything to say, because the time is well spent, I thought it's not something we take this time because of okay. And I have some other. So if you have questions, raise up your hand. Let's quickly discuss and answer some questions. Why we call it a day, because we can continue from now till tomorrow if we go like this. So if you have a question, just kindly raise up your hand. So we call you in and we talk about this. If you have a question, just raise up your hand. Let's discuss things you need to know. We talked about profit. We discussed about what do we make out of the business. Have we done our business analysis already? Have you done end of the year? Are you closing your years? What is your yearbook? Some of us have not done it. I've done mine because as I am, we've closed for the year. It's just to pay my people that I know they are waiting for 13 months. That's one. See, there's a way you structure. It's all about planning. There are some years, I have some years I couldn't pay 13. Who am I to say I want to pay 13th month? 13th what? I don't even give clients anything. Some days, I remember some days I can't. It's not, let's say the truth. I don't give clients anything because where is all what you are giving me, I've spent it. But after planning the whole thing, I now need to say, okay, let me do, now we'll be doing 13 months. We started 13 months since 3 years ago, and it's going on fine. Now we now started extending things to clients, giving the best. And I've given you the logic of how that one works. If you don't make money from them, what you give them, you give them back. What you buy for them is 10% of the profit you make from them. So it's somebody that you make profit of 5,000 naira. So you want to give them something of 500 naira. Don't you think it's senseless? Better you keep yourself. But some people said, oh, it's better to. I've heard you. But think about your balance, your account, your closing year of the year. Okay. If auditor comes, when they want to audit all those things, will you be able to even make profit? Do you have any share? Are you going to do profit sharing and all that? That is why I said disengage yourself from your business. Let your business stand and let you stand on your own. That is how you run. run the business. The business is coming to an end. Not that we are still not working, we are working, but we're giving out people jobs because it is not everything we want to do. You can't do everything. There's nothing like foreman. The day you fall, nobody will carry you. You are saying you are foreman. Nothing like foreman. So if we have questions, let's ask ourselves questions. But in the absence of that, my intent to bring the program to an end. But if you have any question, can we just unmute ourselves and ask your question? Raise up your hand and let's ask our question. Because next week, 26, we are still coming back. The knowledge sharing for the year, which is going to be round up next year. We'll come here for this year. Next year, we're going to start with someone. And the next person that will open next year for us, for January, we're going to have it on board. So this year, okay, we have Mr. Omotayo David. Can you please unmute yourself and ask your question, or if it's a suggestion or a question?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Well done, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for the knowledge sharing of tonight. In fact, I really appreciate it. Sir, my question is, I said I will call you even before you sent the link to the meeting tonight. Concerning what you posted on the platform about the government stuff, please, I would love to know what are the Lagos State documentation as a clinic practitioner that you need to have as a professional cleaning services in Lagos State. You mentioned the documents, so I will need to love to know what are the documents.
Okay, concerning that job, they want to give out the Metropolitan red trail, that red trail that is coming up in January. Yeah, your documentation in Lagos State, you start with your tax. That's what we're talking about. You start with yourself, you start with your tax. Because see, there's a lot of documentation. If you've not started, you can't meet up with that bidding. Why I threw it open is because let everybody try. There's nobody that doesn't have the power to try. Let's try. But the documentation is not something you can start today, but you can start to prepare yourself against any other job coming. See, let me give you another info that we need to know. I know my brother will be saying, this is me, it's better we give it. You can't take my own job. I keep saying it. If I tell you all these things, doesn't mean that you will take my job. It will even make the whole thing easier for every one of us to be happy. So that's why I tell people the way it works. I drop it because they send it to us to bid. So only me is a bidding, it's not meant for one person. If I don't throw it open to my platform, some other people knows. So don't think you're the only one that knows because they sent it to me. Lagos, they sent it to me. I believe let everybody try their weight. Anybody that gets the job, fine. But those are the jobs I want us to go for. Prepare yourself ready. You need to have your tax and you need to be a Lagos State. The issue we have Lagos State, you need to be FRS. They will tell you they need your FRS. They also need your LRS. So you need to be paying your tax. One will be in your name, which is your personal tax income. The other one for your company income. You need to know that okay, your CAC is up to date. A lot of us don't know that you need to pay your CAC dues every year. And the price is 5,000 naira. I don't know if it has increased, but the one I paid for this is still 5,000. You pay your CAC dues because all this thing is what they check before they can even say they can even allow you to bid. So when you're doing that, you have your you need to have to go into cleaning. They will tell you that go aero. You need to be an aero. It's not aero. It's not my aeropon. It's not my aeropon. You get all these certifications. If you have all these things, but then you need to work with government. These are all what they need to have before they can process your documentation. Aircon, yeah, thank you. All this documentation is what they have to get before they can give you. But if you've been working with state government and all that, that's why they said it. It has to up to date. And what we are saying now is all the one we've been working with is going to expire in December. And the job is going to be given out in January, February. That's the only thing we are now sending to them. That how do you want us to do it? But I know there might be a waiver, fine, but still submit if you have your documentation. But those are the things that we need. Those are the kind of job that we need to get. Because I keep telling people, seeing us staying in Banana, staying in Lekki and all that, it's not because you need to step out of your game. And how do you step out? Change the mentality. Plan well. What are you doing? Are you only on servicing or you want to include product? Ordinary one book I can sell. It's just to bring the grade down. And now I brought you have the Rock Doctor, for example, you have the Rock Doctor. So only buy the Rock Doctor once. But the job you do with the Rock Doctor, people keep asking, no, if you don't have that machine, some people don't know the name. They'll tell you that machine is what I want. Anytime I travel, I bring in new things. For people that if you have Rock Doctor, I can tell you conveniently that we've worked and I'm telling you, upholstery job is so I'm so tired, sir. But you can't be tired of money. That's just it. Upholstery keep coming every day. Just because you position yourself with the machines that you have. And that's what we're talking about. You have the products to sell to solve problems. Because people will say, how can you do the you wash and clean and you dry it immediately and they won't take it to any car wash. There's another product coming that I just brought up now that I'm going to sell off. You keep thinking, sell product. It's a product that you need to sell. I want to sell this product and to solve some problem because some people need that kind of thing. When they now see that, you see people rush into it or start it. It doesn't stop your own audience. So that's how it works. Concerning the government in grants, let us 20,000 this, 1 million this, all those things will be resolved. They just want us to go cashless. But we know what is Nigeria is all about. So let's just prepare ourselves ready for all these unforeseen contingencies that might happen. Get yourself ready and prepare yourself for the Xmas and New Year. And the rest will be story. The rest will be story. If anybody, I keep saying if we can do it, if you can rolling in millions of naira, I tell you can't do that. That's why I told people if you are doing only servicing, you go 2-bedroom, fumigating 2-bedroom, washing 2-bedroom, it can't make you to get a house in. You tell ourselves go to. If you clean the house today, will you go there to clean it next week? And with these people, we don't want to bring the food on your table. Go for retainership. That is what makes business go on. If you clean the whole building, they give you a post construction. I laugh. You clean the post construction today, are they going to break the house tomorrow for you to build another one? Maybe in the next how many years? You need to find the problem. What business that people will be doing often? So as you're doing that one will be certainly your bills, your side bills, your monthly bills. But which one will be the consistent income? That's what we're talking about. When you plan, when you have a good planning to solve your consistent income. That okay, monthly I will be raking in 3 million naira, 4 million naira. You'll be raking in. Buy those other one-off. Come and clean 4-bedroom today. Come and fumigate it. All those ones will come. But know that, note it at the back of your mind. You can never clean someone's house and you clean it the next day. It's not possible. It's going to take you. So what will you be eating when you have that vacuum? That is the question. 2023, be out there. Let people know you. Be more visible. We're talking about we're tired of the work. We're giving out jobs. Somebody called me from the club of that. Is it that you don't want to do all these jobs? Not that we don't want to, but why will I be delaying them now? Let's give it to someone else. If you don't see, if you want to succeed, I've said it before, you need to help some people. So that is how it works. Please, next year, position yourself. You can't be fumigating all these, come and fumigate 60,000 and 70,000. And I tell people, it doesn't collaborate. It doesn't work. How can you work in the next 1 month? You don't know that you can't calculate yourself that you always have consistent of 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. And not that thing will happen. It's when you come out with some different ideas. We are a group of companies. It was normally company concept. It's a group of companies. So don't look at you have the filling station. Oh, PCB, you have PCB. It's a joint business. I have to go for it. Thank you for my guys that are here today, that they helped me. We have our own mining gold. We are mining. We are into road construction. If you see us in Kaduna today, you know in Zaria today, and we are still doing cleaning. I'm still a bloody cleaner. I clean. I enter your toilet, give it to me. I'll come and clean your bedroom. But don't look at it as is it cleaning. That's why I said, see, don't base people based on appearance, base them based on reality. If you look at engineer company, there's something coming up. See, now I'm positioning myself to the point that you guys will see something that will be coming up next year and next month. I've done something that now from next month, that training academy, they have accredited it, BICSS, I'll keep reading. Why you people are still, I'm still reading for me to be an accredited trainer that now you can come to me as a PIX, now I'm a member of PIX. Because I'm positioning myself again I'm not comfortable. I don't want my last result to threaten my present result. No. What I've done this year, I have to let what I'll be doing next year to override it. That is what you should think about. Please, don't let it just go off. Cleaning is best cleaning. I can be using car worth of 60 million. It is my sweat. It's the same car I would take for inspection that a client told me, sir, are you, they told me, because all my staff, they want to work, and I have to go for the inspection. And I went there, I drove because they called me, and I drove there. The man, they said, are you the cleaner? I said, yes. He said, no, it's not you that I said, it's me or that. And I showed the ID card. He said, he looked at it. Are you the one that brought this card? I said, oh, I'll be cleaner. And I brought out my, this is, you position yourself, please. I feel pain sometimes when somebody says, well, how can you tell me, see, you're doing double 40,000, 20,000? Tell me when that one, I feel pain. I've gone through these things, but we have opportunity to make it now. It's our time. Move. Relocate. Leave all those your people that will tell you, they won't tell you where you can make this money. We don't need to steal. You might not, you don't need to go to politics. Sorry, sir. You can have politicians around you because they will make life easy for you. It's a learning stage for us. Please, it's a learning stage. That's why I keep dropping all those opportunities that comes. I will share when they drop it. Let us apply. One thing you don't know, January, be buying papers. I'm telling you my secret. It is January, February. Mr. Ojueko, Mr. Eshe, I think I know you don't like talking. I'm not lying. Go see January, start buying paper. That is when we start doing bidding. Government bidding that you see. I will still be posting to my platform. You see all those bidding you see us doing, all those work we are doing, Zaria, Kaduna, all those. January is when they release it. I'm telling you, open Expo now. Buy papers. Some of us, we don't buy. You only read Instagram, Facebook. You will see those ones on Facebook or on Instagram. I'm telling you. Madam, okay, that I want him to come. We met, he told me some way that I now become WHO. That was what made me a member. It was what he wanted to tell us. But those people are the ones thinking, now I can travel to 18 countries just because I'm a member of WHO as a volunteer. You don't need to just do anything. These are things this woman wants to come and see. There's a lot of opportunities that comes, but it is the way you position yourself. You are doing fumigation of 100,000. The next thing, my brother, there's some fumigation you do. Do fumigation of 3 million, 4 million. Sign contracts. I don't want to one. When will this money come down? When will you buy this car of 22 million? Those people buying car of 18 million, 20 million. They don't have two heads like it's the same head that we all have. See, next year, please and please buy papers. January is when they release it. Guardian, you will see. Fine, from there you start picking. Do the one, use different ones. You will not see the one you can, if you supply, you can do too. But I know it's not that easy, but start somewhere. Thank you very much. At this point, I think I will need to draw the curtains. If we don't have any other questions or suggestions to talk about, I will drop in the chat room. If you want to drop, if you want to join the Cleaners Network, we call it Cleaners Network, where we network and meet ourselves. We gain a lot of things, and we have the VIP group too, where you can, that one is strictly, next year is going to be pumped because I'm bringing people that will do a lot of. So I will drop the number here. So you can now send your message. We'll be able to send your message, the admin in charge will add you to the group. And from there, you keep seeing different information coming up. Next year, January, I promise to drop more things for us to do. Please let us be going for companies, getting with people that are into fabrications, that are into rigs. Well, there's a lot of people on this platform that they are into all these things. That's why when we came in, we introduced ourselves. Because you don't even know people on this platform. And they're giving me opportunity. The day I brought the is it not the Bank of Development? It's SB here. I've forgotten his Madam Larry. I said those are the people that give me loan, and he told them if you come mention that you are coming from engineer company, there are some things they will scale for you. You can get a loan. Is it not development bank? What's this bank? Their loan is very cheap. These are where we hide on industry of Bank of the Industry. This is where we are. I don't hide mine. That's why I brought her before I could get her. That was 2 months ago, but a lot of people miss this thing. And I have 2 people on that same platform. They've gone there and they've gotten a loan. Their loan is so fast. The moment you have their documentation, they will scale, because my own is just to do my own background check before I can stand for you. Before I can stand for you, that is just it. You can get your loan easily without any issues, and you'll be doing your business. Their percentage is very, very okay. So please, on the 26th, if Madam Okay gives me the go ahead, I want her to tell us 1 or 2 things. So another thing, if you want to do, you can check Madam Larry that we talked about. Madam Larry is on YouTube now. You can go to our YouTube channel. They've dropped it on the chat room. Go to our YouTube channel if you want to get the information. I brought her that day, so she broke down how they normally give out their loans and all that. And if you go through me, I'll just say, okay. And they called, I was okay, I want to stand for this person. But I'm not saying I stand for everybody. But I understand the people that I know their background, not that it is me, but I want every one of us to grow. So if you go to our YouTube channel, you will see, you can see the recordings is there, so you can listen to it well. And if you need any other information, we dropped our admin number on the chat room. You can reach us there. And we also have our media person too, which is SB Solution. If you have any media issues, we will also help you out with that. So all this thing is going on well. And tomorrow, for people that are not yet, no, we are doing end of the year. There's a collaboration between 3 different platforms. The Renewable Training Academy, the IPM. We are having our end of the year party. So it's going to be fun, because we, jack of all trade, we can't be working and working. Sometimes we need our time. So thank you very much, everybody. If you want to watch any of our past webinars, you can equally go on our YouTube channel to watch that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we can be encouraged to do more. This is being sponsored by the Roches and Mr. Sheyi Tinubu, Aminat Atiku. I have people that have supported this program a lot, and I appreciate you all, because this will not be the last one, but on the 26th, I will appreciate you more. From last year, you keep supporting us. So we thank you very much, sir, and Ma, for this opportunity given to us. So thank you very much. Have a blessed day. So if we have any other thing, I think we are done for today. So you can go to our YouTube channel if you want to watch any of our past program, any of our webinars. You can get the information there, and you can equally chat up our admin. He will add you up to the group channel. So thank you very much, and have a blessed day. We see you tomorrow at the event. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day. So like we all know, our tradition, you can unmute yourself and tell in your own language. Just say thank you very much in your own language, and tell everybody bye-bye in your own language. You always get is more colorful. So let's hear different languages, the way they say thank you. And
Doctor, I'm from Ika in Delta State. Imeike.
You can imagine. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Ishepupo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen. So we still let them come. Let's use our language to greet ourselves.
Okay. Juliet Martins, Igbanke, Yemeke.
Hey, these are my people. Oh, thank you very much. We see you at the event tomorrow. Those people that are there. There's going to be a red carpet. We are bringing in some other people that will be coming on board. So you expect to see people that you expect the unexpected. So if you still want to pay, I don't know if Prof will still accept, but we'll see you there tomorrow. Have a blessed day.
God bless you.